Hey, it's Sally Steele, and we are here today with an incredible artist. He's been in bands with Jani Lane, Lizzy Borden, and Black Label Society. Please welcome a legend, especially around Las Vegas, Dario Lorina.
Yes, Sally, thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've known you, since you were 14 or something?
Yeah, probably just around there, yeah. Yep.
Okay. It's been a while. I mean, I've watched you grow up. It's been amazing to watch you, and it's like I always knew you were going to be somebody in a great band, and here you are with Black Label Society now.
Yeah, still doing it. Yeah, I mean, I probably met you right around there because I moved to Vegas when I was just almost a teenager from Boston. So, yeah, I met you probably around there.
And your dad is a great supporter. Now, before we get to everything in Black Label Society, I got to tell a funny story, and I don't know if you remember this. Now, the first time I met you, I think it was at the Cheyenne Saloon, and I met the band, and I was trying to get the band all to pose and everything, and there was this weird member. He had like a long black wig, and then I came up to your dad later, and I said, I really like the band and Dario, but that one guy with the long black hair, he's kind of weird. And then later your dad said, oh, that was me.
Oh my, wow. Yeah, that's wow, I would not have remembered that. But yeah, he was jamming with me.
Do you remember that where he said, oh, that he dressed as one of the band members?
I don't remember. That was so long ago, but I do remember the Cheyenne Saloon. Yeah, good times.
That was funny. So I knew, and here I am telling him that guy's weird, and it turned out to be him.
Oh,
anyway,
that's hysterical. Yeah.
Your dad was always so supportive of your career, and so let's go back before we talk about your amazing new band, Dark Chapel.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the other bands. Now, how did you get started, and how did you join? I guess it was first Jani Lane's band.
Yeah, so I was, I played guitar since I was young. So I started playing around 6 or 7, and that's consumed my life, So when I got to middle school, it's like all I thought about doing was playing guitar. Like, if somebody was like, I'm going to play basketball or be a doctor or whatever, I was just thought to myself, I'm going to play guitar. So I was about in 10th or 11th grade, so I was 16, and MySpace was big at the time, and I saw that Jani was looking for a guitar player. There was like an ad on the bulletin board.
Oh, okay.
And, I loved like 70s and 80s guitar-driven rock and metal, so that's like my home base. That's my core, so I was into all that at the time. So when I saw that he was looking for a guitar player, I was psyched, and I sent like a bunch of emails to this ad. So there'd be like, there'd be the emails at the top of the inbox. And then they ended up getting back to me, and we started going back and forth. And they had me like record some Warrant songs. And I like panned my guitar one way and the Warrant song on the other side. And I sent it off. And then they were into it. So we were going back and forth. And they had me come out to LA. I met Jani in a rehearsal room, and he played drums and sang. I didn't know how great of a drummer he was. So he played drums, and we jammed on like Uncle Tom's Cabin and a bunch of the Warrant songs, and it was awesome. Just him and I in a room, and that was that. We went from there. A few weeks later, we were on the road, and I played with him for about 2 years.
We miss Jani.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you know about like a lot of his substance abuse before he died, or drinking? Or
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely exposed to his demons that he was battling with, but when I was with him, he wasn't, he would go through periods of time where he was having a hard time, and then he was clean and not having a hard time. So he was an amazing person and an incredible songwriter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very sweet man. In fact, I remember I was at NAMM, and I went downstairs, and I took some pictures with you and him. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, introduced me to Jani, because I'd met him a couple times. There was a Warrant release party out at the Roxy, and whenever they got signed, and I'd been a fan ever since.
Yeah,
but
I think we were doing an acoustic thing there at NAMM together. Yeah. Yep.
the good old days. Yeah, I miss Jani a lot. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
Very tragic. So then, after Jani, you went Then Lizzy,
Or Lizzy Borden.
Lizzy, then
Yeah,
Lizzy, and then Lizzy Borden. Oh, he's gonna kill me.
It's all good. It's all good.
He was just here at my house here at the Christmas party. He's gonna kill me now. Lizzy Borden, now Lizzy Borden. Oh, okay. Now, how did you meet up with Lizzy Borden now?
So we had a mutual friend, the bass player Martin Anderson, who was playing with Lizzy at the time. We had a mutual friend, and they were saying that Lizzy was going to be looking for another guitar player. And this is when I was not touring with Jani, wasn't, it was kind of slowing down. And Lizzy's had a lot of amazing guitar players over the years, and of course his catalog of music is awesome. So I was psyched to that was an exciting thing. So they had me come out, same kind of process. I just went out to LA, met Lizzy and the guys, and we jammed in their rehearsal room in Hollywood, and it was awesome. And a few weeks later, we were in Europe doing Keep It True Festival, which was my first show with them in Germany. Yeah.
Oh wow! It was AC Alexander in the band when you joined.
Not right away. He came in a little bit later. He came in a couple of years later.
Oh, what a doll! How talented! He's so nice. I talked to him at not too long at Vamp. We were backstage, and he starts talking to me. It's like, oh, this guy really talks to me. That's rare.
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
And Liz, what a doll Lizzy is. I love those guys. So then after Lizzy Borden came Black Label Society. Now, how did that all come about with Zakk and everything?
Yeah, so played with Lizzy for about 4 years, and I did an instrumental album with Mike Viney in 2013, and the album was like about to come out, or I was going back and forth with Blasco, who manages Black Label, who played bass with Ozzy and with Zakk, and so I was going back and forth with them around that time, and then it was just around the same time that they were looking for another guitar player. So the timing just kind of fell into place, and of course, me coming up, I was a huge fan of Zakk, and he was a huge influence, and so he had me record some videos where I was playing Black Label songs, and I also did a couple acoustic songs of Zack's first Book of Shadows album. So I was singing and playing acoustic, just filming, and then I sent the videos off, and a couple weeks later they got back to me and had me come out and meet Zakk.
Now, were they aware of your experience before that? Did they ever see you play somewhere else, or?
Yeah, maybe they've known a little bit of my past before then, but yeah.
Okay, and see, you're great playing. I was really impressed the last time I saw you with Black Label Society, and you came out on the piano. Yeah. And I didn't know you played piano. I go, this guy is so multi-talented. I mean, amazing.
I just taught myself piano just from playing guitar and trying to figure out chords. But there's actually a song in this new album coming out that's one of my favorites. That's just piano and vocal, and it's one of my favorites on the album.
I can't wait to hear it. Now, so what's the name of the album? Tell me about. Now, you're going to be at Vamped on March 1st with your new band, Dark Chapel. I'm getting old. I'm confusing everybody's names. Now, tell me about the album. How you just told Zakk, obviously. How do you just said, while we're not on tour, I'm going to do a solo project? Is that it?
I mean, it was just, to me, it's like a continuation of, I did an instrumental album in 2013, and then I did another one in 2017 after a few years, touring with Black Label. So that was my second album with Mike Viney. And to me, it's just like a continuation of that, and now I'm just, instead of a guitar solo in the verse, I'm singing. But yeah, I mean, I had always had this vision for Dark Chapel. It was just in the creation process for a few years. Yeah, I mean, we've had a little bit of downtime right now with Black Label. And again, that's just a timing thing, how this all ended up working out at this time. But Dark Chapel, we have album release show coming out at Vamped on March 1st, Saturday, March 1st. We have Don Jameson. He'll be there opening, the comedian. So that's going to be a good time. And the album comes out the day before. So the new Dark Chapel album, Spirit in the Glass, is the title. It'll be out on February 28th.
That's exciting. I can't wait to hear it. Yeah. Now, can you tell somebody, how is this music different from, say, Black Label Society?
Well, my vocals are going to be different, but it's in the same realm. It just singing, playing guitar. and a little piano on there. But yeah, I mean, it's in the same realm. It just has its own thing because it's it's different. It's different people. But yeah.
I'm excited to hear it. Is there anything that you want, people to know that they may not know about you personally or about your new band?
Well, the new band is brand new, so we're just getting started, but we're psyched. We just did our first two shows opening up for Zakk in his Black Sabbath cover band, the Zakk Sabbath. Yeah, so we're looking forward to all to come. But yeah, Dark Chapel, psyched about the new album coming out. Yeah.
Has Zakk Wylde heard any of the stuff yet?
Yeah. When I had just finished it, and it was mixed, I sent it off to him, just a few links that he could listen to. So yeah, he was digging it. Yeah, he's heard all the stuff that's coming out. You know what I mean? The singles that have been out.
That is awesome. Cool. Well, I just want to show everybody, how could these fingers do anything else but be a guitar genius? I noticed that when you were very young, so, but I just wanted to, thank you personally that, from all the years that I've had the magazine, you're all, just like my daughter said today, it's like, oh yeah, I remember Dario. He was always there. It's like, hey Dario, I'm doing a thing over here at the Las Vegas, Welcome to Las Vegas sign with Mariska Goodman. Come on. You'd come to that. You'd come to, my award shows and play. And, you've always been very supportive. So I'm excited to support you in every way because you're so talented, like everyone knows.
Well, thank you, Sally. But, we thank you for all your support that you've given to everybody over the years. It's been amazing. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it depends who you ask. So we've got, tell me the name of the album again.
Spirit in the Glass.
Spirit in the Glass. So here we go. Vamped March 1st is going to be Dark Chapel's, I guess, CD release, record release party. So make it down there if you can and check out Dark Chapel because they got a genius here leading the charge. Okay. Thank you very much, Dario.
Thank you, Sally.
Yeah, we love you here in Vegas. Okay. Sally Steele, see you next time. Sally Steele Rock Show.